only just found out, well, I thought it was a hoax on the Chibi community page. I thought people were trolling one another. So I was going into this episode, and I was just like, last episode, the fuck you people are. Normally it's like, you know, well, 12 episodes. So yeah, but no, 10 episodes, and what a magnificent episode it was. That ending, I am assuming Season 2 is confirmed. Well, it hasn't been announced, but the way it ended off, I suppose Season 2 was confirmed. Anyway, let's get stuck into the episode, shall we? No pun intended. Oh, good lord. People said the manga is worse. Well, one guy said not worse, but you know, I don't know. I'm not even going to open that kind of discussion. Anyway, the episode started off last week. Yes, when Izumi was about to get mugged. He was running from them, and then they were just like, you know, playing with him, hypothetically speaking, of course. And then when they caught him, they pinned him on the ground, and then find out he was a boy. Yeah, when he pulled up the top, I was just like, oh, okay. I had another area where you were going, so yeah, my perverted mind took over last week. Yeah, not gonna lie. Shit, I was expecting them to leave alone. Oh, okay, so like he's gone. But then he cried, and I was just like, oh god, you've done it now, haven't you? And then, they were just like, I don't care if you're a boy, I'm gonna do it. And I was just like, oh no, why do you have to have that girly complexion? It's the eyes. It's the mother trucking eyes. I mean, those eyes are magnificent. I mean, I want eyes like that. Well, then again, I do like my blue eyes, but still. There's just a certain allure? Is that the correct saying? Oh well, there's a certain allure to them. I'm probably saying it wrong. Anyway, as he's pinned down, and they were about to rape him, basically. Izumi then realised that he would only ever let Ryojima touch him in that way, but obviously in a more loving way, loving way after the, you know, where Izumi was after the battle, shall we say, after the boss battle. So yeah, and then he beats the asses down of those guys, and I was like, oh, fabulous, he can fight. I didn't really expect that, to be honest. That motherfucking elephant. And then his friend, I'm going to say K, I think his name began with a K, I don't know. Boy with glasses, I'm going to call him. The skinny one. Found him, and yeah, he took him to bathroom, washed his face off, blah blah blah. And then he like told him, no, like you're now famous and all, so you gotta be careful. And he was like, oh, the guy that came to the club a few episodes back was Ryojima, and he was just like, so you know, and then he's just like, it's not that hard. And then he mentioned about oh yeah, what did I say? The manga brought them together. Not in the way that I thought, but it brought them together fully now, obviously. He mentioned about whereas Izumi thought that getting the author of Lala Lulu to review his copy was like a simple, I'm Ryojima, look at this, simple, done, dusted, good. His friend told him that he had to go through a lot of work, and he was basically grovelling at his feet just to get that. Oh god, doors open. Shit. Get that to get his manga looked at, well, reviewed, basically. So yeah, and then he realised all the work they'd done for him, and then yeah, he was having flashbacks to all the times that he helped him on the manga again. Manga brought them together, and then he's just like, oh yeah, like knew like this episode would realize his love, but I didn't anticipate the series ending, or season 1. So yeah, he goes back to Ryojima's place, but Ryojima was thinking that he got him mad. Then he was afraid to text, and I was just like, "Oh, so I'm not. So it's not an unnatural problem." And I was like, "Oh, thank God!" But then those bears come up and say, "You're weak, wuss," and I'm just like, "Oh, right then, fuck you, you mother trucker." Although that stuff matters not now for me. Always listen to my cynical views. Anyway, back to the review. Yeah, when he was about to call Izumi, he literally halfway died, so to speak. Oh yeah, well, I'll say it a bit and then discontinue. Heads to the door, sees that it's Izumi, and then he thinks that he's angry. Invites him in after Izumi's demand, and then Izumi just comes in, hugs him. They fall on the floor, and then kiss, and then he says, "I want to do it." And Ryojima thinks that he's in a despairing moment again, but then Izumi says it's not. So yeah, took him to his room, done the business, blah 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 blah. And then Shugo, however you say it, Shugo, yes, yeah, Shugo. Oh, that was brilliant. Thinking of Izumi, his cup cracked, and then he's just like, "This is ominous." And then he's just like, "Oh, I won't be able to work. Ray, will you find out where he is?" And blah blah. And he's just like, "No, fuck off." And then he just keeps pestering him, and then he's just like, "Oh, fine." And then he goes on his laptop, being the spy that he is. And then he realizes seeing where Izumi is, he realizes what he's doing. Well, he probably doesn't think he's doing that, but he probably thinks that he's doing something to get to that stage. So yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, what did I say? I said Ryan Shogo had a thing, didn't I? A while back. I don't remember, but I thought that it would pan out to different romances. So yeah, but I was right. Ryan Shogo did have a thing. Or have a thing, I don't know if they're together or not, but Shogo was very happy. He turned into like a little fox, and then he's just like, "Oh, I'll get all my work done," and I'm just like, "Oh my God, that's a change in character." I mean, normally you're in one country and then back to Japan in a matter of hours, not doing your work, and I was just like, "Oh, okay, so Ray can get you to work." I think Ray's the dominant one in our relationship. I am curious about that though. Anyway, oh yeah, Izumi finally says to Ryojima that he loves him, and then Ryojima starts crying, and I was just like, ah. So yeah, very sweet. You'll never hear me say that again. Probably. Well, then again, I did say it for Toradora and Golden Time, and yeah. But I've never said it in a video, obviously. Anyway, so yeah, end of season 1. The ending credits. It is courtesy to say at the end of the credits. Izumi is basically blossomed with his star debut thingamabob. He's doing ads and singing. I don't know if that was singing or an advert where he was dancing with those other people. Well, I think he was dancing. Anyway, there was a guy. I thought it was Ryojima at first, when he was smiling, but then it wasn't, because he turned up around. So yeah, there's gonna be an antagonist for season 2. If there's a season 2, I hope there's a season 2. So yeah, all in all, funny episode. Oh yeah, what was the as well as comical was the fat guy that was texting, who wasn't complaining. Yeah, who brought the cute girl in, and then the fat guy who was complaining and was just starstruck. That was just hilarious. Anyway, very comical. Nice ending to a series. Can I call it cliched? I don't really know. Well, then again, I've only ever seen 3 Yaos and they've never done anything along these lines. Probably. Anyway, no, regardless if it was cliched or not, my memory is a little bit vague of those two series, but I do remember it. I know, oh shit. I forgot his name as well. In Jujo Romantica, Usagi's friend Takehiro's brother. Mizaki, his name, yeah. I don't know where was I going with this? I forgot. Anyway, it was a good last episode, and we didn't end on a cliffhanger, but you know, the cliffhanger with the credits to like insinuate a possible season 2. So yeah, I'm gonna give this episode a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was done beautifully. I enjoyed the series as a whole. Yeah, I liked it. 9 out of 10. If you want my opinion on them, well, then again, I don't really want a point system series. Yeah. So yeah, for the episode, 8 out. Did I say 9 out of 10? It was a good send off. Whether season 2 is gonna actually happen, that remains to be seen. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my review of Love Stage, and I'll see you in the next series I review in the fall season. Good day.